We have known for a very long time that everything happening in the entertainment industry, where they're talking about movies, TVs, comic books, it's all intentional. What they're doing to legacy characters, what they're doing to these stories, it is intentional. And when we continue to see things like this come out, it explains everything. When you have the Writers Guild of America coming together for a panel discussing and brainstorming the best way to change legacy characters into gay characters for their own identity politics purposes. When you have people that print this off and hand it to Gary because they're too scared to actually say, like, put this out there themselves, underlying the part that they think you should really look at, reinterpreting legacy characters in a new queer light. There's also an associated video, a Zoom call with it, where all the people involved sound exactly the way you would expect them to sound. But I mean, it's just more proof we've known this is happening. It's been happening a long time, but it's right in front of our very eyes.
Everything that we have been accusing the entertainment industry of, it always comes out and it's always going to get exposed. We've taken a lot of fire from people that will create narratives, but at the end of the day, it was never about telling people you can't like this shit. It's about telling people that you're being lied to and manipulated. And the people that are on social media that claim to like this stuff don't actually go support it. That's why something like Strange World is going to lose nearly $200 million. All of these activists on Twitter told you how much they want these diversity representation quota movies, but as soon as they get them, what happens? No one goes to see them because they're not actually interested in this stuff. Now we continue to start seeing what's actually going on. I do appreciate the people that are behind the scenes that constantly are talking to us about it, but it's like, I guess it's getting a little old after years and years of just having so many people behind the scenes just like, love what you guys are doing. I love it, man. You guys keep calling it out. Like, no, motherfucker, you call it out. I've been doing this shit for years. That's what it's going to take. Everybody's got to stop staying silent and stop being scared of this mob mentality. It's happening. It's real. And it has ruined every fucking thing. There's only so much a YouTuber is going to be able to do. It's going to take people from within the industry that actually have some clout to stop sitting on their hands. You guys got to call it out because it's burning to the ground. That's what's going to change it. It's going to be you guys in the entertainment industry that have finally realized that if you don't do something about this soon, it's all going to burn to the ground. People have got to really wake up to this reality from within and stop talking from the shadows.
The gaslight of it all, I think, is what trips me out about it the most, because it's just more confirmation that there is a specific effort to do this. Now, I've been talking about this in comic books, which was really what that panel was discussing, comic book based stuff turning into film. I had been discussing this for a very long time, and you would have weirdos that would insist that basically we're just imagining it. When you see these characters just turn gay out of nowhere, and it's just, don't believe your lying eyes, there is no actual agenda. And all this did was specifically confirm exactly that. Like, they couldn't have worded it any better. And it's in the caption as well. If you're thinking, oh, well, it's just on that piece of paper. No, if you go look at the original video, it's in the caption of the freaking Zoom call that's specifically talking about them basically tokenizing legacy characters. So it's lazy. The art of it all is still something to frown upon, no matter how you feel about the sexuality changes and all that goofy stuff. There is an actual effort to certainly do that, and they're just talking about it in the open. We're specifically talking about the tokenization of it all and how mundane the experience of the, like, be it in comic books or in film, it makes that experience, be it for a pat on the back by way of your peers or a headline or whatever. Like, that's the problem with what it is that you're doing. And you are so incapable of creating new shit that you have to do it to the legacy characters. And that's why they do it to the legacy characters, because they're so talentless that when they try to come up with something original, they're beating you over the head with, like, sexuality. Like, well, they were just introducing gay characters just for the sake of being gay. And you had, like, self-inserts effectively where you had disabled Spider-Man, gay and disabled. Who wants that? Nobody. Nobody's asking for it. You're not going to go support that. Son of a Kal-El, that bitch fell off the charts. These guys don't actually go support, even when it's tokenization. They don't go support it, but that's the only way they can get eyes on it. And that's why it's such a coordinated effort, because that's the only way they can get eyes on it. They know that shit's dead on arrival, but at least if I can make the S on Superman's chest rainbow colored, I can get some eyes on it.
Because the conversation is about victimization, like, oh, we're not represented in media. We need to see ourselves represented because it's dangerous not to. It furthers bigotry and all this stuff. But I'm like, there have been gay characters on television.
Yeah, they think they're reinventing the wheel, man. That's the crazy thing about this whole ordeal. Like, these guys like 100%. To think of themselves these fucking freedom fighters, man. They're just out there doing some shit. Like, mother, you ain't the first person that's put some gay dude in a book. People long did that and they did it better.